This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, Episode 64, 10 Proven Ways to Raise Smarter, Happier Children, Part 1 by Marc Chernoff of and&nbsp. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily. I'm Joss Marie, the girl who reads to you every single weekday from some of the best relationship blogs on the planet. Today I have a parenting post from Marc Chernoff of and&nbsp. For those of you who may be interested primarily in the parenting posts, we try to keep things organized by consistently placing them toward the end of the week. Also, it's super easy to share episodes with your friends or family. Simply click on the 3 dots icon that is just to the right of the episode title and author, and then select Share Episode. I usually choose to send it via text, but you could also choose to email it if you'd like. And with that, let's hear today's post as we start optimizing your life. 10 Proven Ways to Raise Smarter, Happier Children, Part 1 by Marc Chernoff of and&nbsp. Children have never been perfect at listening to their parents, but they have never failed to imitate them. When you ask parents what they want for their children, what are the most common replies? They want their children to be smart and happy, of course. From what we've studied, the education and well-being of their children is more important to parents than just about anything else. Healthcare, cost of living, public safety, and even their own well-being. And believe it or not, most non-parents also say they're concerned about the well-being and intellectual growth of society's youth. This concern seems to cut cleanly across gender, ethnicity, age, income, and political affiliation. As new parents, Angel and I get it. We feel the same way. We're concerned about our son's education and happiness. So we've spent quite a bit of time researching just that. How to raise a smart, happy child. If you're looking to do the same, I'll save you some trouble. Here's what our extensive research tells us. Number 1, walk the talk. Always set a great example. It's not what you say, it's how you live your life every day. Don't tell your children how to live. Live and let them watch you. Practice what you preach or don't preach at all. Walk the talk. Your children look up to you and they will emulate your actions and strive to become who you are. So be who you want them to be. In other words, be the change you want to see in your child. Give what you expect. Reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. Every single day. Your children are the greatest gift life will give you, and their souls the heaviest responsibility it will place in your hands. Take them with you and teach them to have faith in themselves by being a person they can have faith in, a person they can trust without question. When you are old, nothing else you've done will have mattered as much. Number 2, reduce your stress and thus the stress level in the household. Not easy, I know. But believe it or not, what children want from their parents more than anything else is for them to be happier and less stressed. In a survey of 1,000 families discussed in the book, The Secret of Happy Families, a researcher asked children, if you were granted one wish about your parents, what would it be? Most parents predicted their children would say something about spending more time with them. But they were wrong. The children's number 1 wish was that their parents were less tired and less stressed. They wanted their parents' household to be a less stressful place to live. The book goes on to discuss various studies proving that parental stress weakens children's brains, depletes their immune systems, and increases their risk of other unhealthy mental and physical ailments. Number 3, believe in your children. The greatest compliment you can give to a child is to believe in them and let them know you care. When you see something true, good, and beautiful in them, don't hesitate to express your admiration. When you see something that is not true, good, and beautiful in them, don't neglect to give them your wholehearted assistance and guidance. The simple act of believing that your child is capable and worthy makes a big difference. It gives them confidence and makes them feel qualified to do great things. In the heart of social psychology, A research study is discussed where elementary school teachers were told that they had certain students in their class who were academically above average. These students were in fact selected at random. They were not necessarily above average in any way. Absolutely nothing else was done by the researchers to select these children. Yet, by the end of the school year, 30% of the children arbitrarily named as above average had gained an average of 22 IQ points, and almost all had gained at least 10 IQ points. In other words, when the teachers were told certain children were better, those kids did better in school. When someone you respect believes in you, it helps you be the best you can be. Give your children this opportunity. Number 4, praise your children for their effort, not their intelligence. Based on the point above, this might sound a bit counterintuitive, but when you praise a child's efforts, you are bringing attention to something they can easily control, the amount of effort they put in. This is immensely important because it teaches them to persist, and that personal growth through hard work is possible. They come to see themselves as in control of their success in life. Emphasizing God-given intelligence takes progress out of your child's control, and it provides no good recipe for responding to a failure. In turn, your child may begin to think that innate intelligence is always going to be a missing ingredient for them, and disregard the importance of their effort to learn and grow. With that said, a word to the wise: don't overpraise your children for no reason. Make sure your gestures of praise are warranted, because if every single move your child makes is based only on rewards like constant praise, when the praise stops, the effort stops too. And that's not good because it means they won't be able to perform well when you're not around. The best thing to do? Again, praise purposefully when it's truly warranted. And when your child gets stuck, give them a chance to learn that frustrating issues can be worked through. Number 5, don't read to your children, read with them. Got a youngster who's learning to read? Don't let them just stare at the pictures in a book while you do all the work by reading every word to them. Instead, call attention to the words. Point to them. Point to the pictures that illustrate them. Read with them, not to them. Research shows this tactic helps build a child's reading comprehension. When shared book reading is enriched with explicit attention to the development of a child's reading skills, it truly becomes an effective vehicle for promoting early literacy. Perhaps even more importantly than that, it makes learning more fun. And as you know, fun times are happy times in a child's mind. Number 6, hear that in tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled 10 Proven Ways to Raise Smarter, Happier Children by Marc Chernoff of and&nbsp. Thanks to Marc for his tips. They're all super helpful, especially as a new parent myself. But I particularly love tip number 5 about reading with your kids, not at them. Our son is starting to get more into books lately as he turns the corner on 15 months. So I will definitely start practicing this method going forward. Also, if you want to share this episode with a friend, family member, or colleague, just simply click on the 3 dots icon that is just to the right of the episode title and author, and then select Share Episode. You can choose to send it via text or email, whatever you prefer. Thanks so much for sharing and listening. That's all I've got for today, but I hope to see you again tomorrow for part 2 of Marc Chernoff's post, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Marc and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.